Look, I just got out of practice. Just finished eating my lunch. And I was thinking, you know, and that's why I was thinking a lot. And I decided to make this video. I was thinking about conscious congruency. Conscious congruency is, first of all, learning how to listen to your own consciousness. And when you understand that your consciousness, which is your inner voice, right? That inner voice that's telling you to do what you need to do, that's not you. That's your inner voice. You'll stop ignoring that inner voice when you understand that that inner voice is God, right? That's God's way of communicating to you. You communicate to God through prayer, and God communicates to you through your consciousness, through your inner voice, right? So when you have that thought, damn, I shouldn't eat this, or damn, I shouldn't drink this, or I shouldn't be doing this, right? That inner voice that tells you that the moment you think of doing something, an action, that's God. And when you listen to that inner voice, and when you start being obedient to that inner voice, your whole life begins to change because you start entering the flow state, right? Where every time you have that feeling of that conscious congruent, and you follow through to it, then you'll feel the difference in your life, right? You'll start feeling yourself improve. You'll start feeling yourself get different places that you've never been to before. And that's what we got to understand, is that your conscience is the true, authentic voice of God. And that's your inner voice. It's not you. And once you understand it's not you, you'll start listening to it, because the reason you haven't been listening to your inner voice is because you believe it's you, and it's not. And when you know that it's God, you begin to obey that inner voice, because you know that you're not going to disobey God when he's talking to you, right? But you'll disobey yourself, but not God. So understand that. Another thing I was thinking about is your actions got to align with what you actually want. You can't say you want to be the best and not like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You can't say you want to be the best and not act like the best. You can't say you want to be the best and you don't got the best habits. You know, the best got the best habits. The best got the best out of everything, right? How you do anything is how you do everything. If you eat like shit, what the fuck are you gonna expect out of life? If you're eating the first thing that you can get on your mouth because you're hungry, a man that can't control what he enters his mouth can't control his life. I'm gonna say that again. A man that can't control what enters his mouth cannot control his life. If you can't control what you eat when you're hungry, you're not going to have control over your life, because you're always going to be dominated by that hunger. You're hungry and you just eat whatever the fuck's in the fridge, or whatever the fuck's going to fill you up. No. You know you're not supposed to be eating that shit. You know that's not the food you're supposed to be eating. What the fuck? And I always see people around me do that shit, and it low-key pisses me off, because, you know, I know they know they're eating something shit. And, you know, they just like munching. But you got to understand that that's not going to give you results. That's not going to give you what you want. What you put in is what you get out. And so if you're putting in shitty fuel, you're going to get out shitty results. Like, for example, like, the fuck you talking about, man? The fuck you talking? The only fucking reason I'm not bigger, I'm not fucking huger, is because I'm a track and field athlete and I need to stay lean. The only fucking reason I'm this lean is because I control what I fucking put in my mouth, what I eat. And I'm intentional about what I'm eating. I could eat one meal a fucking day, one fucking meal a day, or two. I could eat just 2 meals a day. No snacks in between, none of that bullshit. And my body's still gonna look like this. Why? Because I am intentionally eating. I'm not just eating to eat. So what the fuck? Lock the fuck in. Be conscious congruent. Be intentional with what you're doing, what you're eating. And listen to your consciousness with the true voice of God. This is the first video I do like this. I usually don't express my thoughts, but today I just felt like, let me just express myself. It's 2026. I want to increase my capacity to be able to express myself, and the only way I can do that is by talking more. And so who else to talk than YouTube, right? I'm gonna just put this video out there. Whoever sees it, bless you. Whoever doesn't see it, it's all good. I'm just practicing this skill of communication. I want to get better at it, especially in English, because I'm probably going to open my practice in the next 3 years. I'm not probably going to open it. I'm opening my practice in the next 3 years after that third year. So I want to get that communication increased, my communication better. And so y'all going to see more videos of this, me talking, me just flowing, just letting y'all a sneak peek of how my mind thinks, how I think, how I believe things are, how I believe things should be. And yeah, that should be good. So if you're watching this, God bless you. Have a fucking great day. Keep killing it. Be conscious, congruent. Listen to your own fucking consciousness. And stop ignoring the voice. Let's get it.